Hello, my 422 students. I thought I would record this short message to you to let you know how all the teams are doing in the link simulation. So let me start out with where you currently stand depending on your industry. So let's take a look at Industry 1, and I want to do a shout out to the current leading team, which would be our Firm 4. So Michael, Tim, Lauren, Wesley, and Gardner, congratulations. You guys are leading the competitors in this industry. But I will tell you, not very far behind you is Firm 2, which is Clark, Coleman, Eric, Carmen, and David, and they are going to give you a run for their money. So let me just say this as well in terms of Firm 1 and Firm 3. They are also doing an extremely very good job. And at this point, really, it's very hard to say who is going to emerge as the leader in Industry 1. Let me talk about Industry 2 now, or Industry B as we like to refer to it. And oddly enough, we have Firm 4, that's the leader there. So Yesenia, William, Kyle, Brad, and Tanner, you guys are currently leading this industry in terms of overall performance. But just like the Industry A, or one that we talked about as well, Firm 2 is just breathing down your necks in terms of being competitive, and that would be Ewan, Aaron, Holt, and Sydney. And I will also say relative to Firm 1 and 3 in that particular industry, it's a toss-up at this point in time, and it's anybody's, how shall I say, market share game and really performance to take. Let me make a couple of notes about what's going on overall that I see across the industries and all the teams. I think you need to think about, in general, the three things that we really hit on throughout this course. And that is, you have to think about how you're going to influence in the way that you need to, three areas. So think about how you can increase revenues through your supply chain. And I think you need to think about ways to reduce costs, because if we increase our revenues, but yet costs are increasing at a faster rate or pace, it's not really going to be very beneficial for us to have effort on the revenue side. And last but not least, we have to think about how we keep customers happy. So the first two, I would say, are internally focused. This last one has that external dimension to it. And all three of those fit very nicely into what I consider to be the financial, the operational, and then the customer metrics that each decision run you're measured on. I'd also like to just point out to you that everybody's very good at making sure that we have lots of product. So almost without exception, we've been 100% fill rate. And that's a very expensive kind of strategy to lay out, particularly if you're an everyday low-cost provider, which I'm hoping we're going to have some of those in our set-top box industries. Tonight's decision, you're going to be able to use promotion and price under the generate demand, and things can get really very interesting when these two very powerful levers come into play. So far, really good job. I'm looking forward to the mid-cycle reviews tomorrow, where I'll get a chance with each of the teams to see how you're doing in your presentation, to talk about the SWOT analysis as well as the strategy for your firm. And please bring your questions that you may have, because we'll have some opportunity if there's still something that you want to ask me. And remember, I'm here in my office. I'm the Links consultant, and I'm just waiting to answer any questions you might have. See you tomorrow.